Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of VizRT Tuesday Tutorials. I am your host, Richard Evans. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today, I'd like to show you how to use Flowics to create a QR code, then embed it into your Tricaster productions. QR codes being a great way to have your audience follow a link without having to have them type it into their phone. Just scan it with their smartphone, and good to go. A really cool and easy way to get your audience to check out the web pages you want or send them a Rickroll. It's really up to you. So, let me show you how it's done, son. All right. So, I am in my web browser with Flowics running. And from here, I can either create a new project, but for today, I'm going to open up a existing one. So, I'm going to go to Flowics tutorial here. And then I'm just going to add a graphic. And you can either do this from creating a blank one, or you can add it to one of the templates that are already in here. I'm going to go ahead and use this one here, like that. But these same concepts are going to apply across the board on any of these Flowics pages, so keep that in mind. Okay, so let's take a look at the lower third that we got here. Let's go ahead and bring that on and check it out. So, bunch of cool animations going on here. And again, all of these different elements can be customized. So, like if I hover my mouse over these different elements, you can see that I can change all of these. Some of these are going to be on a clock. Other of these are going to be coming from like an RSS feed, etc. But all of these can be customized. But I'm not going to play with those today. I'm just going to take a look at the QR code portion itself. Okay, so to generate a QR code, we're going to look under elements here. And if we just scroll down a little bit, there it is, QR code, and that's what we're going to be dropping in here. But let's go ahead and open up our graphic that we have here, and I'm going to put it at the very top, like so. Okay, so right now, obviously, it's covered up everything that I have on the lower third here, so let's move things around. I want to get it out of the way so we can see that. And then let's squish it down because we don't need all that space here. And I'm just going to put it right above this logo, like so. All right, and then make it a little bit bigger. Now, keep in mind, whenever you are using a QR code, depending on the screen that your audience is watching on, it might need to be larger. Like if they're watching on the phone kind of thing, well, first of all, they need their phone to scan the QR code anyway. But if they have it on, like, say, an iPad or on another phone or just a small screen in general, sometimes these QR codes won't show up. So you might need to make them just a little bit larger just so they can be seen by the camera whenever you bring it on air. Okay, so there it is. Hey! So now what we're going to do is we're going to customize this one here. So if I click on it again, we'll go over to the right, and under the QR settings, this is where we can make some changes in here. So for example, right now the URL is just this random example.com, but let's replace that, and I'm just going to put vizrt.com. Boom. Okay. Now you can do some customizations in here as well. So for example, if I wanted to change the color of it, you can do that. It doesn't necessarily need to be black and white, but it does need to have a dark color as the foreground and a light color as the background, just FYI. So if I wanted to say do something like make the background yellow, I could definitely do that. All right. That is definitely a thing. Okay. Cool. So now from here, let's go ahead and take a look at how to bring this on and off the screen. So now we have our QR code here, and that one definitely works if you scan it with your phone. But let's see if I go through and hit the animation button to bring this in and out from the screen. It just kind of goes away and is just there, you know? Like, so that's not fun. Let's make it fun. Let's make it so it'll animate similar to what we have going on in here. Now, as far as the animations are concerned, inside of the graphic that you have, at the bottom of the screen, if I bring this up a little bit more, you'll see that these are where all the animations are already built. So since this is a template one, that's the guys from Flowics have made this for us. Yay, thank you. And so that makes it all super cool, and all these different animations coming in here, etc. So I'm going to be lazy about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my QR code layer. I'll select that. I'm going to make it do the same thing as the logo sponsor. Okay. So let's go ahead. All I need to do to generate an animation in here is just simply click on this timeline, which starts at looks like about a second in, like that. And all right. And then I will move this back. Okay. And then I want it to be kind of similar to what I have going on the logo sponsor. animation. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on there. So if I click on it, you'll see the animation brings up here in this on the sidebar here. So the animation slides in from the left and it goes slow. Okay, and you can put the duration here, etc. But I'm going to be lazy about it and just do it like this. So I'll click this drop down, slide from left, and we'll make the easing slow. Excellent. Cool. And I'll get that out of the way because that's already built in there now. And now if I hit the animation for this, bring it out. There it is. Ta-da! Pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, looks like I just did the out to in, so I need to put some of the outside of things. Okay. So let's do the same thing here. So we'll go to in to out, and the QR code, we'll do the same thing here. Put that like that. See? Then we'll slide out leftwards like that. Cool. And just to match it up, make that linear. Excellent. Okay, now it looks a little bit better. so let's go ahead and do that. So now I'll bring it in, and that has the animation that I had on there before. And if I bring it out, hey, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, cool. So now we have our animation in here. Sweet. Let's go ahead and publish this so that we can bring it into our production. Okay, so I'll go to the top and click publish. And I like classic control myself. Let's open up the remote. There it is. Okay, so first things first, we need to enable live to make sure that it's actually going out live. And then let's go ahead and open up the output. Okay, so there is our QR code. There's everything we need here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to copy this URL. And now let's bring that into the Tricaster. So now I'm going to go over to my Tricaster 2 Elite and bring that URL into my downstream keyer number 1. Okay, so I'm running this via NDI KVM, so I can just get into the system easily, and I'll go to my buffer number 1. Well, first of all, my downstream keyer number 1 is assigned to buffer number 1, which is where I'm going to put these graphics. So if I click on the plus button here, instead of selecting a file, I will click on web browser, and then I'll paste in that URL. Enter. Good to go. We can already see it. Hey, looking good. All right, cool. And there it is on screen. Ta-da! Cool. And let me go ahead and I'll put these side by side again so we can see what I was doing. Like so. Come on, mouse. All right. So, cool. Now we can see that graphic on my screen over here on my Tricaster. And if I bring my output out, whoop, there it goes, animates out. And animates back in. Hey, pretty cool. Okay, now there's one other thing that I want to show you here. So check this out. Let me go back into Flowics. So right now you'll see that a lot of these different elements that are on screen can be edited within the Flowics interface. But the one thing that's not editable right now is the QR code. Okay, so let's say that we want to use this graphic over and over again, but then let's say that we have our logo change for the studio that is providing this every now and then, or sponsors, etc., and we want to update that QR code. Well, there's a way to do that too. So let's go back to the main page on the crawler itself, and we'll click on the QR code. And to make it editable from within the remote, we'll go over here under QR settings and click on where it says URL. And then you see an option here for show on remote control. We'll click that. Cool. And let's publish the changes. Make sure that they get updated over to the next page. All right, same thing here. We'll update that. Yep, go ahead and reload that. Cool, there we go. And now, if I go to the bottom of the page, again, all these other elements are editable. And if I scroll over to the right, like so, hey, check it out. Now I can change that QR code. All right, so now let's make it over to Flowics, like so.com. All right, and I'm going to click update on that. And you see the QR code change right then and there. Bam. So, cool. So as you can see, there's a lot of things that you can do with this. Highly recommend it. Very cool way to get your audience to engage with your show. And of course, play around with it and have some fun. There it is, another awesome way to enhance your show via Viz Flowics. Now, if you're a Tricaster user, you can try out Flowics for a limited time by scanning the QR code on screen, so feel free to pause this video and scan it with your phone. And I'll also put the link in the video description as well. And you can find more information about VizRT products and services by contacting your local VizRT partner or visiting our website, vizrt.com. And you can find more tutorial videos like this one by subscribing to the VizRT YouTube channel at youtube.com/VizRTofficial. And you can also get professional VizRT product training by signing up for Viz University at vizrt.com/community/viz-university. And if you're posting your work using VizRT products on social media, make sure that you tag us using the hashtags VizRT, Tricaster, or 3Play. We absolutely love seeing what you're working on. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for another episode of VizRT Tuesday Tutorials.